is time. It is time to brew your best beer.
The 2016 SJPorr Challenge is dedicated to your friend and ours, Paul Wickstein. Brought to you by Brewcraft USA, iMake, Gladfield Malting, Yakima Valley Hops, The Grain Bill, Brewers Exchange, Keg Kingdom Homebrew Supply, Hiraki Homebrew, and a special thanks to our silver sponsors.
Hey everybody, Main Brew Guy again with another SJPorr Challenge US semifinals. Today is the ultralight milk stout. I read the label. And that is a 28 Victor 74 Lima 58Z on the bottom here. Looks like it was filled with a bottle gun. It's pretty close to the cap. Decent hiss. Alright, here we go. It's pouring clear through the neck. Dark brown. Even though it was bottle gun filled, there is some sediment on the bottom here. So I will leave it behind. It sounds like it's very, very carbonated, or fairly carbonated. It had a lot of effervescence rather, coming off the pour. So on this one here, I get a lot of bready yeast character. So I'm getting like an English kind of yeast character here. That bready kind of fresh rising dough kind of yeast character. So I get the dark malts. I get chocolate. Alright, so the yeast is really the overpowering aroma here. It kind of rides up with the typical stout dark malt blend that you get there. You get a little bit of carafa and some chocolate and some special bee or whatever. But mostly it's riding the yeast character, that real like fresh rising dough kind of bread yeast character. Alright, let's go in for the taste. So it's well carbonated. It's actually dancing on the tongue. I do get some coffee notes. Excuse me. It's effervescing in the glass right now. It's kind of really pillowing up from the middle. It's a little thin, more like a porter, without the smokiness. The bready character is only on the aroma. It's thin, but it's got a little bit of a silky feel on the end. Yeah, I haven't moved the camera at all. I want to show you what I'm seeing here. It's just kind of a volcano in the middle of bubbles. The head dissipated, leaving just a ring around there, but you can bring one back up. Like that. It's got a nice khaki head, but to me it's one of those characters I'm not a real fan of in general. It plays well with these darker malts, though, I will say. It's hard to get a good grasp on some of the flavors here because I've got a lot of carbonation. I'm going to let this thing settle out for a little bit and let it warm up a little more and try again. So far so good. Whoa! camera's crooked. God dang it. Alright. Okay, so I've had a chance to let this thing warm up. It gets much better when it warms up. Now that the carbonation has died down, I'm not getting a little bit of that carbonic bite that I was getting. Less of the breadiness is floating up with the carbonation, and I'm getting more of the dark malts. I'm getting the raisins, the plums, figs, and I find it much more enjoyable now that the carbonation has died down and it's warmed up a little bit. And so I will grade that accordingly. The negatives that I have on it are very slight, but here they are quickly. Not a lot of head retention. Initially, a little bit too much carbonation. For my taste, a little bit too much of the bready character of the yeast. I think that yeast might have been better in a bigger beer, where you had a lot of these other flavors kind of competing evenly with the bready notes of the yeast. And that's about it. Other than that, great beer, nice job. Cheers. Cheers to you, Mayor Sir, and thank you for being part of the SJPorr Challenge US semifinals.